y'all? This is Jeff Lacey Jr. here with the Ball Sports Network. And the college football playoff is coming to an end with the championship game finally here. We will see the Oregon Ducks versus the Ohio State Buckeyes in the championship final. Now, both teams played well with high-flying playmakers making plays all over the field in their semifinal games. Oregon with their 59-point rout of Florida State, mainly in the second half because of the 5 turnovers the Seminoles had, and Ohio State in their dogfight 45-42 win over the SEC almighty Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, this game has a lot of storylines going across the board. We have the Heisman Trophy winner Marcus Mariota trying to lead Oregon to the first championship in school history, where Urban Meyer, trying to regain top throne as the best coach in college football, trying to win a third national championship his first at Ohio State, wanted to be one of the only coaches, including Nick Saban, to win multiple championships. Win championships at different schools. Now, this game has a lot of offense in it, and that's something we love to see, whereas Cardale Jones, the third-string quarterback over at Ohio State making plays, Ezekiel Elliott, Jalen Marshall, Devin Smith for the Buckeyes. Then we have Mariota, Thomas Tyner, Royce Freeman, Byron Marshall over there in the Ducks. So we're going to have some points, but it's the defense for both teams that need to step up, whether it's Eli Apple, Darren Lee that made plays in the Sugar Bowl against Alabama, or for Oregon, we need some guys to step up over there with the loss of Ekberg Igbo. He's not going to be playing in this game, but they have great speed and great players over there in their secondary and for their defensive line. Now, for the Ohio State Buckeyes, the keys for them to win. Well, I don't think it's all on 12 gauge. I think their defense. Ohio State has one of the best defenses in the country, bar none. Especially that front four, the defensive line is one of the best, led by Joey Bosa, the All-American. They need to slow down Mariota. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to be able to stop him, but you have to slow him down. Florida State gave you a good blueprint to slow down the Ducks in the first half. What got to Florida State is they start turning the ball over. Jameis Winston and his group of boys, they start turning over 5 turnovers, and they all led to touchdowns. 5 turnovers led to 5 touchdowns for the Ducks. Ohio State cannot. They have to play mistake-free football because Oregon, there's just too much firepower over there for them to turn the ball over and expect to win. For the Ducks, I think you have to keep the game sped up. Get those boys from Ohio State tired. Keep them on the field. Keep it sped up, high tempo, fast. Ohio State offense, their keys, they have to run the ball. Ezekiel Elliott has to come through again for a third straight game, big-time games. He had a hell of a game against Alabama. He played a great game against Wisconsin. He needs to have a good game against Oregon because you have to keep those Ducks on the sideline. If those Ducks get to running their fast-paced offense, scoring points, boom, 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 it's going to be a long day for the Buckeyes. Mariota and the defense for Oregon, they need to make sure they do not give up the big play. Michael Thomas, Devin Smith, Jalen Marshall over there for the Ohio State receivers, they're going deep, and 12 gauge has a cannon for a right arm, and they're going to test him deep. He's thrown 5 completions for 30-plus more yards. 4 of them have been for touchdowns. Alabama even got one put on them. You have to be aware, and be aware of all trickeration because it's the championship game. Urban Meyer is going to pull something out of his sleeve to try to fool the Ducks, show them something they haven't seen all year on film or anything. Now, for my prediction of this game, I think the Ohio State Buckeyes will be able to run the ball with Ezekiel Elliott and keep Mariota and the rest of those Ducks on the sideline, that Ducks high-powered offense on the sideline from a lot of the game, and be able to run the clock, run the ball, and 12 gauge and make enough in the receiving corps to make enough plays for the Ohio State Buckeyes to win. Let me know what's your thoughts. Who do you think? So I'm going with the Ohio State Buckeyes. Who do you think? Who thinks Oregon? Who thinks Ohio State? Tell me why. Let me know. Once again, my name is Jeff Lacey Jr. with Ball Sports. Thanks for listening. Peace.